Okay. Guess I'll just use resin and then we'll start with that. We still have weekly bosses remaining. It was Hecate.
No one tarnishing victory's honor.
God cleansing event should be over by now. Yep, it's over. It is there here. I don't know anything about how to play this.
Together we vanish. Beckon the divine flames. Tip of me! The fight is on! Bleed still! Glory! Together we vanish. Is that all with me? Together we vanish. Mind's eye. Be reduced.
Who did I dodge that?
Sever. Burn to dust.
Oh, there was an intro like that?
Powered with me. Triumph at the
That's the first time I'm watching it, and it's been quite some time since I have pulled this.
Together we vanish.
Can continue from that idol. Wow, that's cool.
Caught now. With me. Together we vanish. Who's the caged bird now? Applause for me. I smell fear. With me to victory. Break darkness. Into the together we vanish.
Luminous energy.
Kiss of me. With me. Take form. What now? Cross cut. Sever. Blue.
Listen up.
With me.
Triumph.
Together we vanish.
I think I need crit damage on that.
Negative feathers incinerate.
Kiss of me. Together we vanish. Sever.
Be reduced to cinders.
Together we have. With me to victory. Into the spotlight. Lackluster. Together we are. With me.
Triumph through sacrifice. Fast in the sunlight.
How did I auto dodge that?
Triumph through severance.
Is that some loop pass?
Beckon the divine.
But literally I'm getting auto dodged. I think that's loop pass something. Maybe part of loop pass kit. I don't remember reading anything like that though. You get auto dodges or something. I think I have claimed it thrice. I can't claim it anymore.
I shall have no one tarnishing victory's honor.
Nope, it doesn't say anything. Wait, the damage is okay. I think this is also a main part of our kit. I think I should go and do this for today 2 times. I'll claim it from reserve extra 20. So do our
My blade yearns.
Or nothing. Is that all with me? Leave it to me.
I don't even know what I'm doing here.
Together we vanish. Take book. Together we howl. Caught now.
Now that that is out of the way, let's just do the quest. Hopefully we complete it in 2 hours. And I think my characters are decently built for me to attempt it with this team.
Hopefully, we'll make new findings.
Yep.
I shall have no one.
Okay. Oh yeah, that music was for the jackpot one. How much is the chance now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 20% chance, and we lose that. Okay. For this, I have to complete the main quest, yeah. And then there is Dreaming Deep. I'll have to finish this fast. I think we capped out, yeah. Oh no, not yet. One more thing remaining. There's this thing giving us notifications. Nothing remaining now. Okay, then let's start the quest. What is source and what is fiction? Okay, wait, what was that symbol here? Oh, that's the focus mode symbol, I guess. I think I should get her max stacks fast. Isn't that a idle animation? I think it's not quite the same. Yeah, it's not the same. Idle animation is different. Oh.
The mighty guardian, Eudicus Arsenosa, is not the kind of echo too warm to crowds. The lioness favors the strong, the unyielding, and the battle-hardened. Only those she deems worthy will find her arms welcoming. But she is still an echo and can't talk. These sounds. What is it? Did you feel something just...
I only heard strange sounds. Tell me.
The Veil of Glory. It's where all heroes, blessed by the glory, fought on the long path of hunting. Many died with their bodies missing. Only their weapons returned. Arsenosa's frequency is woven from the cries of souls in battle. The battered weapons still carry the will of their former masters, whispering the deeds left undone. To touch such weapons is a rite of great importance for those who claim glory in the great Aegon and receive the lioness's blessing. Hearing the voices of our ancestors by Arsenosa's side is a...
That is sad.
Before meeting Luling, when I touched the echo in that village, I felt it was like what Abby described on our journey to Septimont. But the source eluded me at the time. But now, I found it. The source of that power lies in the Veil of Glory. The closer the lioness...
She waits for us there. I'm not sure if Septimontian rituals will interest you, but you might uncover something useful, no? Perfect.
We should change that animation. It doesn't suit her panda.
What is it?
Nothing. Just a dizzy spell. Overexcitement after the win. Or something. Anyway, it's no matter.
Oh, they also did another one of those animations, those I don't like. Anyway.
These days have been a feast of victories. Becoming champion, the glory, all thanks to you.
Why can't I do it with her? Think I should do it. Oh shit, I can't do it anymore. Now I have to run. Why can't I do it with this?
Strange. Why are so many appearing all at once?
Oh, why is it trial? I had one.
With me! Glory is upon us! Face me, coward! I thought tacit discords didn't usually appear around the border mountains.
These tacit discords didn't gather from the surroundings. It's more like they spawned from thin air.
Look,
There's an effect
Just
for
ahead.
that.
the Vale of Glory, where heroes are laid to rest.
I was literally a centimeter away. I mean, a few centimeters away from entering that, I think.
You are from my homeland.
Oh, the transition was smooth. From the cutscene to actual
That
game.
girl just now, that was Mia. The closer to the Veil of Glory, the more the normal world and the anomaly overlap. Whatever lies ahead must be the key to all of this. I need to rethink everything. Septimont, Lupa, Cardathea, Mia, the Lioness of Glory. All of it. Cardathea arrived in Septimont alone, not waiting for me or attempting contact. Something must have happened to prevent her. If something cut her off, aside from the Fraxidus, it could have only been the Threnodian, which should be dead. But Septimont holds no faith in the Sentinel, and the Threnodian was never able to establish influence here. Maybe it's not that simple. The Threnodian controls the mind of its followers through their faith. Mia is a Ragunesi, and likely a follower of the Order of the Deep. If the Veil of Glory is an important rite for champions, perhaps Mia went there. When it was there she vanished. Her hysterics, hallucinations, and loss of control in the arena worse, Krylova once said. The closer one stands to the protagonist, the greater their influence over the tale. In this great Aegon, Lupa is the protagonist. Years ago, it was Mia. Now I'm seeing Mia's image flicker in and out throughout this journey. If the Mia I see is under the Threnodian's control, does that mean securing the protagonist role is key to its plan?
Whose plan?
When I first met Lupa, I sensed what felt like Cardathea's frequency on her. Later, I also felt the Threnodian's presence. Did they cross paths? If Cardathea is part of this story, the likelihood is high. Could Lupa have forgotten? Did they meet without realizing it? Or is she lying and already under the Threnodian's influence? Was Frolova telling the truth by saying Lupa would bring forth the dark tide? Or is she just another one of its victims?
Hey! Is something wrong? Is there something you need? Something you want to say?
This won't matter in the grand scheme of things, but okay. What is everything?
I'm sorry. I don't recall crossing paths with Cartothea, but
शांत
you
बस
could
जाना
be
तेरे
right.
जाहिर
I may have and just forgotten about it. These past days, there have been moments when I feel lost, forgetting what I was doing a heartbeat ago. I don't know if it's the Threnodians' work, but if something is wrong and it's trying to twist my mind,
oh she's scared
you'd make the right call, wouldn't you, my fellow warrior? You'd protect my honor and my dignity.
There's more at stake than that, Lupa. I've heard the Septimont saying, all for glory, fear no death. But sometimes, living takes more courage than dying.
Well then, that'll do just fine. I trust you, warrior, just as you trust me.
It doesn't matter if the story's end is already written or yet to unfold. I'll trust my own judgment to guide it where it must go.
I hear cowering prey. With me! Face me, coward! Together we howl!
I did pick it up
Caught now! Those blades, spears, and halberd embedded in the stone.
who used this
They're the weapons of the fallen heroes. We have a tradition in Septimont.
are there giants living here
Touch them and listen to the whispers of those who once wielded them.
that's a spear the description like the explanation are pretty vivid to be honest who is he talking about this sounds more like Lupax minus the dark tide for some reason it wasn't her house she was a sponsored something so never mind why are eyes always that color
This is Hercules' sword. You remember the waters of the upper city, right? You were looking for Cartothea. Hercules was the one that the statue was based on. Ages ago, the dark tide bore down on Raganese. And Septimont didn't escape. Hercules was the son of the Ephor back then, and he led our warriors to face the Tacit discords. He died in that cursed tide. His strength worn down to nothing. His sword was corrupted, but his followers still risked their lives to bring it back. In this land, intense emotions easily blend with other forces. The Lioness of Glory was born from the fiery passions of heroes, so she holds sway over their weapons. Back then, this sword was growing more sinister due to the corruption. But all these years later, it has become a memento of a hero.
Of a hero?
I feel something strong and pulsing in the direction the blade is pointing. It's coming from underground. Is it inside the mountain itself?
The frequency. It's the sentinel inheritance. Just like Verdun, Septima passes our genetic nexus. That's why it changes. Power means pain.
More tacit discords, just like last time.
For a split second, the world shifted, just like it did when I saw you. Every time there's an overlap like this, the tidal blade appears as well as tacit discourse.
Together, we howl! Win with me to victory! I shall have no one tarnishing victory's honor.
Damn, this looks sick.
Into the spotlight! Is that all?
Cutscene, I think. No.
Tidal blight. It's an outgrowth of the dark tide itself. Why
The
is
corals,
it
they
suddenly
mean.
appearing like this?
We'll clear it out first, then check if that sword is the source.
Are we gonna break that platform that is stood on? Oh, yeah, we can use these. I forgot.
Fruit of every
It broke only those, okay. I thought the whole structure would collapse. Oh, that's Cartithia. That's Cartithia's frequency. Okay.
What's that sound? Come, we should check it out.
The voice and those things don't match expression. At least on that one part.
I'll end you!
Who is using such large swords, and is like, were there really giants in this land? Okay, I mean this echo I can understand, but there are so many of the big ones. Someone is supposed to. Okay, it's us. What? But there is nothing behind the rocks, right? Like we're just standing literally in the RV.
This doesn't feel like the first time I've been here.
Who was
Let's
it that
go.
opened? Who was it that opened the door for her then when she last time came here? Was it Lupa and that Lioness of Glory? That's her name, right? That's the name of the echo. Is this a summoner spear? I think it might be a dome. Oh my.
There's no mistaking it now.
Oh.
It's Imperator's frequency.
What was this Imperator's ability, by the way? I don't remember. Like Juez was time. I don't know what this one says. Oh, cutscene. Oh, it was consisting of Dark Tide.
Thou carry the scent of Cardathea.
Not just knowledge, you've stolen the Sentinel's access too! Lupa's role in this story, is it yours?
Who is that? What had she Oh, wait. Okay, so that was just the frequency.
Contender Mia?
It's the Threnodian. Lupa, this is something only you can do.
Like, why? Wait, what?
Tell me what I need to do.
Read the script. Adapt as required. I believe in you, warrior.
I don't understand this, warrior.
To lose our strength is the deepest fear of Septimontians. Pride hides the terror within. We fear no death, yet tremble before shame and failure. Did Domina Julia deceive me for this? I never got the chance to ask. The dark tide consumed all. Death took her, as it will take me.
What are they talking about? I'm lost.
Today as yesterday, we weave time beneath the tide.
Cristoforo.
Swim, swim. Wretched yet lovely fish. Dream deeply in my fiction. On the stage of a repeating tale. Waiting for the day thou shalt consume the world.
Is that? It is some type of echo. I don't remember who. I mean, I don't know who that is though.
O righteous one, I shall depart without a word. The golden city in my childhood legend is swallowed by the abhorrent tide. I whisper to my fleeting companion. Pages will scatter. The quill will form. This play shall be torn from its author's hands.
Is Cristoforo the one responsible, or like what is?
Long note in the shifting score. O golden star full of mercy, pray tell me, as past and present intertwine, what fate have you chosen?
Was she the one like all those years ago with Lupa?
You are the protagonist.
With
I've
Mia,
chosen.
I mean.
Only you can shatter the script. and jump to the next page. Right. For the nobility you seek. For it all.
I am completely lost on this one. Like, completely. 100% lost. I don't know what the hell is going on.
A dream. No. It couldn't.
She must have the book, right? The script. Where is the script?
It's no dream.
Oh, that's the mirror at least.
I'm not alone. The warrior put the hope of change in my hands.
What is this about? I don't
This
understand.
feels good. Not standing there alone on the champion's stage. The warrior hasn't learned this yet, but I now remember traveling with Cartathea. I can't be in the real world.
Is this like a samsara or something?
This is a Sonoro created by the Fraxidus. It's a realm of stories. The story of the great Aegon lasts only 3 days. Before Cartathea came here, I had wandered this same bloody story more times than I can count. The dark tide consumes Septimont, and that monstrous, half-human, half-sea creature grows ever larger. Is this the Fraxidus plan? To feed it with Septimont's ruins? A script.
Why is she reading backwards?
Yes. This Sonoro is like a book of plays.
Okay, now I understand some things.
Each world in the Sonoro is a story that keeps repeating, like sheets of paper, all overlapping with one another. New pages keep appearing, layering over the old, and the changes in one story bleed through to the next. After Cartathea's actions, Septimont, once destroyed by the dark tide, has begun to return to normal in the story where the warrior arrived. Cartathea saved me, changed my fate, and led me to the warrior, who stopped the Threnodian in the last story. So in this time, I haven't lost my memory. The warrior had delivered a powerful blow against the monster, and the energy supply from the central hub has been cut off.
I'm like
That's
50%
not even
lost.
its full form. I once searched for its true form with Cartathea. I remember now. What we seek lies in the lower city's waters.
That was the first
Don't
cutscene,
let
so I
your
think
trust be misplaced.
we are gonna control her now.
The old district of Septimont, submerged beneath the waters due to the dark tide. The dark tide looms over Septimont like a stubborn storm cloud.
Is that the storm
Is the
cloud?
warrior? No. No time to worry. I have to find the cause of all this. Quickly. With me!
You can't go on much longer.
Friedel is talking like that is something really unusual.
I feared as much. Then this is where we stop. Strange. I remember everything about Septimum, but I can't remember. Can't even remember my name.
You didn't forget. Someone stole your role in the story. Even your name on the placards in the arena would be unreadable. Your existence has been erased. Only by unmaking this story can it be reclaimed.
Too bad I won't last long enough to see that happen. I'm sorry, Carterthea. You saved me. But I can't help you in return.
When I was a child, long ago, I heard tales of Septimont. A city full of passion and life. People there drank deeply, laughed loudly, appreciated sculpture, and lived for the hunt. Men and women feared nothing. They burned like fire, giving all their light and heat before fading. But when I arrived in Septimont, it had already been undone by dark hands. With the dark tide sweeping the streets, the city was nothing but an empty shell.
That's right. My city is beautiful. When the autumn wind blew through the golden flags and the wind chimes, time seemed to slow.
The Leviathan. I will not give it the chance to make the people of Rinascita weep and bleed.
The when they're saying it is the Trinodian, like they're treating it like God, like capitalizing the first letter.
Septimont. Can I leave it to you?
No. You said it yourself. This is your city. Some things only you can do. The monster leaving its trace in the dark tide. I can feel it. Its frequency is similar to my own. The Threnodian created me to be a resonator for its power. But I wasn't the only one.
Wait, Mia was.
Many vessels before me failed.
Wow.
There is still much I don't know. I'll keep searching. But no matter
Wait,
what,
Lupa is
you
one.
have a certain specialness.
I don't think Lupa. Yeah.
Once I sought to end it all. Someone stopped me. Even a life mocked by fate can break its curse. Whatever you seek to do, whether you're weak or strong, you must strive for it. I return to the world thanks to a certain person's help. I believe she will come here and reshape this twisted story.
Oh, must be quite the person, eh? I wish I could meet her and see how she does it.
Then you will see for yourself. Victory isn't won in an instant. It takes patience and perseverance. What we can't do now, someone will carry forward later. If you want to save your city, then hold on. No matter the pain, no matter the doubts, you must keep going. Just like how you wandered Septimont before I came. Broken, yet determined to leave, to find help for the city. Jump to a new story, and bring my message to that person.
All right, Garcia. I'll try my best. First, tell me, what is that person's name?
I'm close to that abnormal frequency. You're in the submerged aqueducts.
Her earrings are like, yeah, they're like frequency, they're moving. It was Cartithia's chasset mark. Oh, it was on a forehead. Wow. How did I miss that? Don't spawn the mic in the middle of the fucking monitor.
Aqueducts. I remember reading about them in the silver records. There used to be an underground waterway leading to the plains. But now, with the old district completely flooded, we can only access it if we drain the
We
water
can?
first. After my role was erased, Cartithia must have found the half-human, half-sea creature, and the Fraxidus. Like the warrior, she chose to remain on the closing of that page, to give new stories a fighting chance.
I don't understand this like story stuff, whatever really. Samsara was easier to understand.
I only regained my name after I met the warrior. During our journey, the overlapping worlds the warriors saw were the monsters doing. It tried to use Mia to steal my role again, to corrupt Septimont once more. Only I can erase it from this story. Only I can prove that I'm real and it is fake. What happened to the Mia who vanished in the Veil of Glory decades ago?
It was just decades ago.
After everything you went through, what did the city of Septimont mean to you? I remember the entrance to the underground waterway is in the old district's bell tower. Of course. The upkeep of these waters always falls under the Silver's jurisdiction. Maybe I can awaken this sleeping giant of glory.
The can?
In Septimontian tradition, when it bears its blade and watches over the warriors leaving for the hunt, all gates and passages open. Many of the old routes are blocked, but I can try draining the water through the remaining ones. It's worth a try.
Okay, that's a really big thing to do.
Covered in tidal blight. It has even fused into the joints. I'll need to clear this if I want to get it moving. To protect these waters, the stewards must have set up a platform with gladiator spears nearby. I'll activate the patrol unit, then grab a spear from the platform to clear out this blight.
Do you already have a spear? Wait, what else? Wait, what? Oh, it was enough, okay. Wait.
I can't just clear the head. To get it to lift its sword and open the gates, I need to clear the arms too.
Are you? Where is it gonna shoot it now from here? Oh, like that. Wow. Wow, actually.
Need to check for more patrol units nearby.
Like, how are these huge things moving? Like, where are the source from these things? What was that? Was that kelpie, something like the three-cost kelpie? No, it was, yeah, the Corasaurus something dinosaur.
Meaningless move. Together we howl. Is that all? With me.
काढलेत सकाळी. Wow. Yeah, now the gate should open.
The water is drained. Time to head to the bell tower. That monster is hiding in the depths of the aqueducts. Yesterday glory once more with sense makes sense. Anyways, wait a second. Oh, yeah, I wanted to check how long I was gone. Half an hour. Yeah. Oh, the edges were clipping. Haven't we been here? Yeah, we have been here. No, we have been here. Yeah. Is there no teleport waypoint in this location? There should be, right? Yeah, there are 2 more beacons remaining, so there should be one more here. Just this gate standing between me and the heart
Oh yeah,
of
there
the
is one.
aqueducts. It won't open. We'll have to find another route. Huh? The copper mirror is calling.
It won't open, but she didn't even
Used
try.
it to see the past. I wonder if there's anything of that here.
Oh. Why does it say unusual figures? You should know Cristoforo, right?
Excellent, Dominatrix. Julia. Keeping one's word is the foundation of any solid partnership. I know. Septimon's current effort doesn't quite heed the Senate's wishes, but we'll see to that. A cup of poisoned wine, a passing fly, a dagger. Fate strikes where least expected. With someone as clever and calculated as you at the helm, the House of Silver need not fear for its survival.
I do not work with you for our sake. I do this for Septimont. Some of us have forgotten the terror of life adrift at sea. To survive the tide, one must make the right choices. We'll speak of other matters later. But tell me, why would you want a dead woman who fell into the sea?
Oh, they were not
Dead
talking
woman.
about Trinodian.
You mean Mia? Indeed, she is the very heart of the unit I spoke of. The one we intend to build deep within these underground aqueducts. Alive or dead, her body holds the information we need. The Fraxidus' experiments here will continue for some time. In the meantime, covering up this little laboratory's existence will require your assistance, madam.
The heart? That weakling's resonance abilities were meager at best. Her performance in the arena was nothing special.
Was it now? The character model for this
If it weren't
world
for those
is beautiful,
incompetent
beautiful
fools in the
Julia.
Senate, using her as a puppet to shift the attention and anger of the masses, she wouldn't even have made it to the finals. If it weren't for those incompetent fools in the Senate, using her as a puppet to shift the attention and anger of the masses, she wouldn't even have made it to the finals.
Do not be upset, my dear Domina. You're absolutely right. The girl is so feeble she can't resist her creator's will in the slightest.
Creators?
Winning the Grand Aegon was precisely what brought the shadow of death upon her. Luck
Talking
and
about Trinodian,
misfortune,
was Mia like Cartithia?
nobility and lowliness, weakness and strength. A person's nature is like two sides of a coin. And I've always found beauty in inevitable tragedies.
So Mia has been dead all this time. She didn't leave Septimont when she vanished. The sea took her.
I hear cowering prey. Glory is upon us! Caught now! I'll end you!
Why didn't it trigger cooldown the first time I used it?
Hiding there, huh?
So what does it teleport then? Why does it have a chest like that?
Hiding there, huh?
Doesn't make sense. Let me check the interactive map real quick. Oh, it's not updated in the interactive map. Not yet, at least. Oh wait, was it? And I just marked it as something I have already claimed. Let me check. Where am I? I'm here on the second wall. Yeah, this area is still marked as underwater in the interactive map. I mean, of course, but wow. The hands of this statue revealed now. Only the helmet was above ground before. Damn. And these are dragons, I will assume. Or are they? No, let's see. So this entrance at the top. No, it is here and it is a false alarm. Yeah, nothing is marked. Right? I will just wait for the interactive map to mark this out.
Hiding there, huh?
Is that the only chest in this whole region or something?
I hear coward. The fight is on! Break darkness! Time to fight! Glory in the punner!
Why is it auto triggering that?
Together we howl with me to victory! Die, evil! Boom! Into the spotlight! With me!
Yeah, I can't help the lag.
That all?
That sword seems like the one that Capitanus uses.
This place has the Fraxidus written all over it. Without the silvers keeping the place hidden, I wouldn't have dared. The irony. A Septimontian aiding the enemy to build their den in the heart of our city. Even the impregnable Griffon's fortress crumbles from within.
A fucking Troy. What was it called? Horse something. Trojan, yeah. Trojan horse. Oh, Frolova. I remember this.
I trust you
Her standing like this in some other cutscene before.
What do you think?
If not for the sword embedded in her chest, I could mistake the corpse for being alive.
Indeed. Decades have passed, yet Mia remains as she was when first pulled from the sea. Her data has been invaluable. As the Threnodian's failed resonator, this specimen is in its own way remarkable.
Oh yeah, so it's confirmed now she was
You know,
like
it wasn't
Kartia.
so long ago that the rover intervened and Kartia broke free from that tower. I discovered that a small piece of the Threnodian's essence within Mia was reawakened with the tower's resurgence into our world.
Sounds as though you found new inspiration.
Yes. Septimont will host the Great Aegon soon. I've come up with a rather intriguing idea. Before her death, Mia also attended the tournament. I'll use that as the fictitious anchor to craft a play to rewrite reality itself. I've already discussed terms with it and reached a modest agreement.
With Sylvia?
You spoke with the Threnodian.
Threnodian?
Has Leviathan already
Wait,
awakened?
what?
Only a fragment of it remains. A weakened, cunning shard. Desperate
That's
to
the
grow
kind of
stronger.
dark tide it is. I mean,
I'll
that's the
fashion a
dark tide it
story
is.
for this sea creature, enabling it to fulfill what it once sought, to have the dark tide swallow Septimont whole. The Threnodian once sought to use me to find Septimont's central hub in order to corrupt the beacon system. Even if met with failure, it would control the champion's mind to infiltrate the city's upper echelons.
What is the beacon system and all this? I think I remember and I don't remember. The beacon system, Septimont Central Hub, huh? Hmm. I'll have to look into that later. Okay.
Oh well, it all failed in the end. In the face of her futility to resist corruption, that girl chose death. She drove a sword into her heart and leapt into the sea before choking on her own blood.
Frolova looks sad.
Fascinating, isn't it? Faced with the same predicament, strength and weakness still make a difference. The Blessed Maiden single-handedly thwarted the Threnodians' designs in Raguna, but this poor soul had no choice but to take her own life. A death so theatrical, so saturated with sorrow. How poetic. How beautifully tragic.
I don't care for your taste, Cristoforo.
Exactly. Wow.
I'm merely curious. What ending have you penned for Septimont this time?
Oh, such an impatient reader, Frolova. This play is nothing more than an amplifier, designed to nurture the Threnodian's lingering power. Once it grows large enough, I'll overlay the Sonoro onto reality. All that's needed is for Domina Julia to select the right champion. Swapping out the protagonist is hardly a challenge. Once the sea creature grows within the cradle I forged from the dark tide, the hymn of journeying paradise will spread from Septimont across Rinascita. Really, compared to those Septimontians who've long forgotten Mia, the story I've written for her is far more thrilling. Don't you agree?
And what if it fails?
Then so be it. You know, Frolova, stories are but mankind's attempt to imagine and rehearse fate. If this play proves Rover worthy of becoming the protagonist
I like that
of my
line.
story, if they pass their trial by fire, then isn't that a victory as well?
I like this line.
Then so be it.
Stories
You
about
know,
mankind to
Frolova,
imagine and rehearse fate.
stories are but
Except for
man-
Isekai, I suppose. Yep, not Isekai. Do we have to break that now? Oh no. Okay.
Disgusting. To treat Septimont like a plaything. Unforgivable. What is so poetic or romantic about a story where someone is driven to death? end you! With me! Time to fight! Hold you now! Together we howl! With me! Brian and the Speartip! I smell fear.
I think she has an auto dodge, but I don't know where that comes from.
With me! Into the spotlight!
Oh yeah,
Hiding there, huh?
there's definitely some like region here that can be farmed. Yeah, that triggers when some of these things. Something triggers that, yeah. Wait, what is this actually? I think it should be written somewhere, but yeah, I'm not gonna search for it anymore. Like, it's fine. If it triggers, it's fine.
Still lingering, Mia. A fading reverberation that should have dissolved in the deep long ago. Where are you going? To claim the title. Was that not your unfulfilled wish? That was never mine. The arena. I don't need this victory.
water champion and the lion beast. I cannot touch the central harbor left by Imperator. You, Cartathea, both my daughters, my very creations. Why this fruitless resistance? Has Septimont ever granted you kindness?
Well, does the Threnodian have emotions?
They neither love you nor need you. Long have you been forgotten.
I don't think.
We were raised by them.
What's she moving like that? What the hell?
You will never understand.
Proud in battle, and yet yearning for strength. I know the heart of the Septimontians far better than you. Mia, you are simply too afraid to face their true nature. You choose to deceive yourself. You cannot admit that they used you and then cast you aside. You cannot accept that from the start you were insignificant.
No. Viburnum. My flowers.
Hush, it matters not. Your thoughts are of little consequence.
What was that about? That Janssen's friend played a really important role in giving this item to us, actually. Wow. Hmm.
Viburnum. The bloodleaf viburnum of Septimont. Oh. I understand. It's a flower often given to gladiators. A symbol of victory.
So we went from there and came back here, okay. Okay, there's another teleport point there. So 1, 2. Should be one more, I believe. Or was that another one? This one? Or was it not? I don't know. Okay.
Lackluster. I'll end you.
Mm-hmm.
I've always carried this shame. Shame for something I didn't choose. Shame for something that's just there. Sometimes it turns into doubt. I try to live free, and I do most days. But still, I see it. I see the pain in their faces. And the ones who fall behind, the ones who leave the field beaten, the ones who pin all their hopes on me. I've
always wondered if I didn't have this gift, could I have reached this point with clean hands?
Is she talking about the sponsorship from the Silvas?
Should I have judged those who trampled the rules to survive? Or was I blind to my own arrogance? Now, I don't think like that anymore. The warrior is stronger than me, no doubt, but she treats everyone the same. She didn't choose to stand alone. Instead, she chose to trust me. Cartothea spent years trapped by the weight of everyone's expectations. Never stepped foot in Septimont before, but still sailed across the seas to be here. And Mia, her resonance ability might be weak, but she never ran from a fight. She fought till her last breath. A heart isn't shaped by what it's born with or what it's been given. I've underestimated others, and I've underestimated myself too. But you, the arrogance, thinking you understand the darkness in people's hearts, but you don't have a single drop of life in you.
She's speaking to a Trinodian, for fuck's sake, bruh.
Beautiful as ever. The Griffon's fortress. My city. Septimont. Built by the hands of the people. Not the Sentinel and not the Trinodian. Where there's light, there's always shadow. But people need light. They'll chase it no matter what. And they'll learn to live with the shadow. Mia, Cartothea, they were born and raised on these islands.
Cartothea was?
Of Rinascita. They belong to no gods but their own.
Send this. That flashbang though. Oh, I have to? Okay.
Better to die than to be a puppet. Death does not scare me.
If Divinity takes up arms against the innocent, I will raise my sword against Divinity.
This is like fruit resistant mixed with something else.
I heard your request. But I prefer to handle this my way.
Victory isn't won in an instant. It takes patience and perseverance. I believe in you, warrior.
Another flashbang. Stop spawning the mouse in the middle of that. Wait, there's a new boss in it? What? I don't know that. Or is there really a new boss? I don't think so. is that?
I swear, by the eternal sun, I will slay you!
Is that a new echo? Oh yeah, no wait, it is like the morning X. It literally is the morning X. Let's see if it has a different moveset or something. No, it doesn't. Wow. What is that?
What right do you have to judge the people of Rinascita? Mia chose her end with dignity. Your very existence is an insult to her. Look at you cowering in this little incubator, desperate to evade your end. You will never understand what it takes to face the fear of death. Face me, coward! With Brian and the spear tip! Together we howl!
What the hell was that?
Into the spotlight! Meaningless move. Brian and the spear tip! Die, evil! Glory is upon us!
Why is it not taking any damage?
A human life is nothing more than a screen between life and death.
It's literally the morning X, but like different, a bit of different skill set. How do you convert the momentum from the same thing to the? Oh, are you?
Greatness has no summit, and victory is never the final word.
No, screw that. What did I just see?
Proud? Pitiful!
I mean, I guess that was the Throne and not Mia, but still. Why? Who was responsible for that? Seriously.
Race to the finish!
Who is responsible for that?
Step to the crown!
Who the fuck is responsible for that?
By my will! Let it burn in all its fury!
To me, there is no greater joy in this world.
What a shame. Seems the play I've written isn't well received.
What are you two plotting in Rinascita?
Oh dear madam. Let's leave some mystery for the next chapter, shall we?
When did we meet Kadithya? But seriously, I'm so pissed off with what they did to Mia, even if that was a dead body or something, but still. Yeah, I guess that should drive home like what the fractures are doing really and why they are the antagonist of this story. Like what the fuck actually? I'm still
It's real! Both of you are safe.
oh shit.
The Thrunodian's frequency is gone. Well done, Lupa.
You found the righteous one and safeguarded Septimont. It's like something out of a knight's tale. No, wait, gladiator's tale?
I want some dialogues with this guys. Oh wait, is Abby coming back again?
You! Finally! I can stick my head out. Ugh. Rover, are you okay?
She doesn't know Abby?
I'm fine, Abby. What happened to you earlier?
I don't think Abby came out in
Wait, we're already in Septimont? I was just talking to you, and then boom! It felt like something just covered me. First it messed with my frequency, then I just passed out. Wait, Carthea?
Oh wait, that was so cute.
No?
You're lively. Your echo's more boisterous than a Tadar.
What Cardiff did was so cute though. Wait, what?
What happened while I was out?
I think it's time we compare notes. Let's fill in this story's blanks, shall we?
Oh, yeah, sure. That's what I need right now. Oh. Let's start from the beginning. Me heard those voices. They incessantly reminded her of a failure's early origin and the disappointment she brought to her fans. People who shouted her name from the stands, laughing celebration at her victory is the cause. And restrained laughter at one time felt warm, giving her strength in the early days when she first stepped into the arena, but now everything had changed. Micah was her ears, yet the voices still thunder in her mind, refusing to fade. The final is about to begin in the empty locker room. She sits alone as she was rack her body and screams through her throat, as haunted by murdering voices that whisper constantly. Okay, then there is this. Mike crouches in the quiet alley, trembling as panic surges through her. She had won the semi-final, yet the voices in her head never ceased. Struggling to hold herself together, she had fled the arena. Light touch on her arm makes her look up. A small, timid young stands holding her to face flushed. The child stammers, "You fought well before running off." The blood-leaf viburnum is dotted with broken dewdrops. Mac reaches the bouquet, cold and damp as a trickle of moisture slides through around her cheek. A small septiment. Oh, this is the one. Septimontian hands my bouquet of blood-leaf viburnum. And then there is fiction. Carthea had roamed the desolate city with them later as if she was irresist. She had caught a fleeting glimpse of the massive fish silhouette and saw the nameless one from the dark tide. Who? Oh yeah, this one probably. Yeah, that's Lupa. Carthea was certain this prince was not part of the real world, but the wild restriction had stalled her search for answers. The gladiator girl had forgotten who she was, but her survival alone marked her as extraordinary. Carthea hoped this very Uniqueness might serve as a beacon to carry their story forward. Katithia could only keep searching. She had to find the monstrous, half human, half sea creature that surrounded this abomination. Its very sister. Yeah, that was. Yeah, that was probably not Maya. Fortunately. No, it was. It was. It was. Never mind. It was. Fuck the Fraxidus. Seriously. Katithia travels with the nameless one, restlessly searching for the monster created by the Snowdian. This would clash with the Septiment and Gladiators. Spear, steel meeting steel in clanging force. Those wild, fiery eyes look straight at you, unashamedly revealing a glimmer of admiration. Why would one be ashamed for that word? The pine west with the outlander to join her in the great dragon, drawn by the fainter socket, thus you can see that sense in a real agree. And you can tell that Lupa's cheeriness is somewhat of an act stemming not from her nature but from a force of habit. Was it? You cross paths with the gladiator Lupa in Septimont, okay. Then this Cartithia steps in front of the incubator. The salty hint of sea otter drips in the thin, still air. She can feel the one she's been searching for lying in the incubator. Curled up like a newborn, Cartithia raises her sword and cuts the device open without a blink. The dark water within explodes forth immediately. Tidal light starts to crawl and parade as the fluid drains. A glitter girl's face is revealed. She opens her eyes. Cartithia like that sword at the girl curled within. Okay, whatever that is. Then witness this room stay first. The dark spiral doors empty months checked cliffs surging down the pristine cobblestone streets, drenching the golden flags and wind chimes, and engulfing men and women, young and old, like a mist descended from the blackened ocean above. Ocean above. Okay, they mentioned the retract rain. It dragged this writhing mass across the land towards the far side of the sea on its pilgrimage across the world. Lupa is swallowed by the tides. Relentless churn, the hymn swells from her chest, crawling forth to escape from her parted lips, and a esoteric melody fills the darkness. Lupa is swallowed by the tides, relentless churn. Okay, so that was something that already happened in one of the realities. This is the one that we went through. Gladiators then even incubator through the dark tide ravaged streets of stone and from side. The fallen guardian of Septimont looms ahead. However, in a battle cry that was a sword just as she did countless times in the inverted tower facing the dark tide's aberrant creatures. She defeats the lioness of glory, but after reaching the dark tide before her, she feels a close gaze from behind her. Cartithia turns to see the gladiator girl, her face marred by tidal blight. Her eyes hollow and empty, she stares unblinking like a ghost. Cartithia is the guardian, she knows her fallen form. Okay. You fight a battle in the Colosseum, once full of glory, surrounded by darkness. Monsters swarm from curtains of black mist, and you cut them down 1 against 100. At the final blow, the world abruptly returns to its former state. The crowd oblivious to what just occurred. You recall 3 blades falling from the sky, each radiating out with Cartithia's frequency. Though you had not seen her, it felt as though you were fighting side by side, very rich. And Cartithia fights side by side in the battle. No one sees. Okay. This when Lupa's form was overtaken by the girl resonating with the Threnodian. All your suspicions align. The Threnodian had set his gaze on Supreme set rubber vessel and purchase lingering power only with unique permissions. Could sever this hub connections and thwart the Threnodian's plan, and you make your choice in the flash of a heartbeat. If you strain the story by coming the protagonist and murdering Lupa as Flova suggested. Instead, you place your trust in your fellow warrior and stay behind, trapping the Threnodian's assassin within the hub. In the next story, the lone wolf throughout this journey will repay this trust. In the final one, leave Lupa with the seed of hope. Like, had I not chosen that option, what would have happened? Or did that not matter? At least at that point, I guess it didn't matter. It probably didn't matter. There is this Lupa's eyes flutter open, her breath coming in ragged gasps. The sudden explosion of memories in her mind nearly made her Cartithia, her brief companion, her fellow title winner, Invictus. The rover, the chaotic shift in the central hub, and the countless echoes before where Septimont was swallowed by the dark tide. The sky above remained as clear as ever, and everything that had just happened felt like nothing more than a nightmare. Lupa saw her hand, the medal she and the warrior had earned together, resting in her palm. Damp with where she takes a deep breath and another before closing her fingers around it. The sharp edge digs into her skin, and the pain pulls her back to reality. It urges her to push forward. Lupa regains her lost memories and moves forward, guided by the trust you placed in her. And then there is this The story was drawing to its close. Cartesa could feel the world around her shifting, the buildings, statues, and even the land itself were cracking like damp paper, but it no longer mattered. She had uncovered the clue that pointed to the one responsible and was heading towards the playwright. With more Fraxis members lurking here, and she was prepared for the coming battle. As for the rest, Cartha had no doubt that Traveler would. Why did I went for Traveler? The rover would handle it. She was her sword, and she believed in her complete. As the story nears Cartha sets off to hunt down the playwright who's behind all of it. We don't know what happened with that though, but now here's the last one. The last fight, the blood ignited body and soul of land, the crucible of blood. Lupa's spear plunges into the monstrous half-human, half-sea creature, her fight unfolding on a stage conjured by illusion. Her mind is calm as the world fades away. Only the enemy, her weapon, and herself remain. The gladiator Sokon interrupted. Decades ago, the surroundings corruptions finally reaches its conclusion. Was it? So it has been in that cycle since that long ago. Like, am I missing something? I don't know. At this moment, Lupa is no longer weighed down by questions of strength, weakness, sentinel, or threatness. Only a single pure thought remains: to be a gladiator is a thing of joy. Lupa refused the lady of the sea after relentless battle. Maya's reverberation is finally freed from its curse. She had already been died, but the reverberation remained. And there is this thing. I think this thing will happen. Yeah, this will continue. Probably. I mean, I don't know. Or is this gonna happen now? As you walk out of the central hub, a familiar connection pulsates within you at Asset Mark. You turn around and see Kartithia slowly gliding down from the sky and landing before you. After days of separation of Iron, she looks in your eyes and silent gestures in different directions. Together walk to welcome the lone wolf return from the flames. Lupa embraces both of you tightly and you feel her tremble as worry gives way to delight at seeing both of you. Her words choke as tears fall. Her words choke as tears fall. You pat her gently on the head to soothe her. This is the story co-written by Yucatita Lupa. Now it's coming to an end. Unite together as the two playwrights of the story. Okay. I like how sometimes they just decrease your mouse sensitivity during story.
The event that brought forth the dark tide, it must have been my death. After that, the details of the story blur. They're repeated so many times. It's hard to remember everything.
So Doomsday was when Lupa first died, and that's when this cycle began, I think. And then somehow Cristoforo just repeated that process again and again.
All I remember is wandering the desolate city streets in a Septimont corrupted by the dark tide, unable to escape, until I met Cartithia. She saved me. But in that story, we couldn't fully resolve the source of the disaster. Then in another story, I encountered you, my fellow warrior. After we parted, I awoke in yet another story, in the Vale of Glory, where I finally saw the Threnodian's true form in the submerged aqueducts. It had taken control of Mia's corpse and was using the Fraxidus Sonoro to grow its power. After defeating it, the Sonoro began to collapse. I passed through those crumbling pages to find you. Is there anything else you want to know? I'll hold nothing back. My death. Well, I'll start from the very beginning. My journey to win the championship. I had failed to expose the family's match fixing. After being deceived by Domina Julia and winning the title on my own, my memories became a blur. I was probably under some form of control. The last thing I clearly remember was standing in the central hub in the Vale of Glory, pressing my spear into something that resembled a control panel. Then the dark tide began to surge. In the end, all of Septimont was swallowed.
So she was the one who was first corrupted Lupa, and she was the one responsible for that.
Started, or where the line between the reality I knew and the Sonoro world created by the Faxidus began to blur. But in those 3 days of the story where Cartithia didn't rescue me, I would always die on the first day. helplessly watching as my home slowly crumbled to dust. Is there anything else you want to know? I'll hold nothing back. Cartathea saved me. The me who had lost her role and her memories. We wandered the abandoned city of Septimon and pieced together that the Fraxidus and the Threnodian were the true architects of the chaos. Yet in the end, my role was claimed by the Threnodian. My body disappeared before Cartathea's eyes. But before I was lost to oblivion, Cartathea gave me a sliver of her frequency. I think it was that frequency that unknowingly led to our paths crossing in the story. Is there anything else you want to know? I'll hold nothing back. Many years ago, Mia cast herself into the sea to escape the Threnodian's control. But Domina Julia recovered her broken body from the depths and handed it over to the Fraxidus. For years, they subjected her remains to twisted experiments until the Threnodian's essence, still lingering within her, finally awakened. The Threnodian took control
Fuck
of
the
Mia's
Fraxidus really.
corpse, turning it into a half-human, half-sea creature monstrosity. It formed an alliance with the Fraxidus. The last trace of Mia's reverberation was forced to be part of it. Tortured and ravaged. Is there anything else you want to know? Oh, the script and the copper mirror you gave me. I'll return them to you now. It was a long story, but the ending turned out well. Though, thinking of Mia still upsets me. Her reverberations, trapped in that monstrous body.
Fuck this bullshit, man. Seriously. So that.
I can't imagine her suffering over the last 20 years.
When you defeated the Threnodian, you also set her free.
Like, seriously.
Yes. It was an honor to have that final battle with her.
This is different to Cartathea. Mia has
Thanks to
suffered
you
a
and
lot
Cartathea,
more.
I was able to rewrite the tragic ending of this story. Thank you, my fellow warrior, for believing in me.
When I sensed the Threnodian's power here in Septimont, I immediately set out to find its source. It was quite sudden. I slipped through the smallest of cracks to enter this sonorum, which severed my contact with the outside world. I found Lupa in the city. She had lost her role. We traveled together for a time and discovered the architects of the destruction, the Fraxidus playwright Cristoforo and the Threnodian. Sadly, the playwright did eventually erase Lupa's existence. As for me, I descended into the submerged aqueducts where I found the Threnodian. It had inhabited Mia's remains and was hiding within an experimental unit. Unfortunately, I was unable to eliminate it entirely. It evaded me, slipping into hiding. I reasoned that you would sense the anomaly and come to Septimont, so I sought to offer you my aid. I battled the playwright, and in doing so, stripped him of his ability to control the script. Afterward, he, along with the other overseers, fled from me. With that, the Sonoro began to collapse. It was then that we finally met. Is there anything else you wish to ask, Righteous One? Lupa and I formed a few theories during our investigation.
Oh, so even they don't know. Yeah, because this was never explained in the story.
Sonoro, where stories manifest as reality, roles define the identities of those within it.
Okay, that makes sense now.
To lose your role is to
Should
lose
we-
both
yeah.
your name and memory.
Okay, so that's why.
In truth, Mia has long since passed and does not truly exist here. It was Lupa, not Mia, who won the 3-day Aegon.
That's
I
why,
suspect
okay.
The stories created by the playwright cannot stray too far from their original frameworks. The limitation of his resonance ability. This is why he erased Lupa's name, swapping her and Mia's identities. This allowed Mia to summon the dark tide upon Septimont. Is there anything else central hub within the Veil of Glory was established by the Sentinel, and it appears no one had ever entered it before. Activating it requires two key conditions. Victory, which grants the blessing bestowed by the Lioness of Glory through the Sentinel's mandate, and a trace of the Sentinel's frequency. The Threnodian set its sights on Mia for this very reason, which, in turn, brought its attention to Lupa. I struck a significant blow to the Threnodian within the story, but because I failed to prevent the corruption of the central hub earlier, it endured, drawing strength from that source.
Throughout this journey, I often saw the figures of Lupa and Mia overlap.
It seems the Threnodian was attempting to replace Lupa, hoping to use her to corrupt the hub, siphon its power, and ultimately destroy Rinascita. Is there anything else you wish to ask, Righteous One? Apart from the playwright, I also encountered two other Fraxinus leaders. One, a woman with a bandaged eye, the other a man with scars across his face.
Surely they must be Frolova and Scar. But how is Scar in Rinascita?
Unfortunately, I never had the chance to confront either of them directly. I saw them only briefly before they disappeared. I'm not sure why they've gathered here in Septimont. We must prepare for whatever plans they have. Is there anything else you wish to ask, Righteous One? The Threnodian's frequency has vanished from Septimont, but I fear this is far from over.
I can zoom that in.
Perhaps due to
I can
the
go in
dark tide
first
of the
person
summer,
perspective. What the fuck?
There is something else. Perhaps do you feel my balance shifting? The Threnodian's pull is growing stronger.
Her eyes are, ears are moving. That's so cute. What the hell?
Now that I think of it, this could very well be part of the Fraxidus' plan.
You need to head to the Black Shores, Cardathia.
Wait, what? We say that?
They've been dealing with the Threnodian for years. You should go there and run some tests. They'll know how to handle what's coming.
Wait, what?
The Black Shores. Is that where you're from? If it's a place you trust, then I will go.
Damn, we're gonna see Cardathia there. So showkeeper
There's
Cardathia
one more
interaction.
thing. We should return to the central hub in Septimon. I found something tied to you there.
The central hub. Good timing. There's something I need to handle in the Veil of Glory, too.
Good. Let's set off together.
This glitch is so shitty, seriously.
The Threnodian's frequency has vanished from Septimont.
Thank you, my fellow warrior, for
Wait, that's something different. She says something different.
thank you, my fellow warrior, for believing in me.
But why is that equipped? Oh, they disappeared. Why is my game lagging so much? It was there? Okay. That's the only statue there is. Oh wait. There's also some region there. Yeah, we saw. Not there, a region here somewhere, I think. Did that attack some echo or something? Oh, it's a sonoro. I thought you just walk in.
When Lupa vanished, I destroyed the experimental unit, pursued the Threnodium, and defeated the Lioness of Glory it controlled. Then, I came across this place. You remember how the Threnodium took on a part of the Sentinel's knowledge and permissions, yes? For the Sentinel, the information stolen was their very memories. For this reason, even the Sentinel forgot that before merging with the Threnodian, they transferred some of their knowledge to the central hub in Septimont.
The knowledge they would later forget.
It was a secret, one the Threnodian should never learn. The Sentinel moved it there for safekeeping. Within it, I found a special frequency. A part of it felt like yours. I believe it's what the Sentinel left for you, so I took it. Huh? It seems like it.
It's a sharp cold wind. It fades quickly as it touches your hand, but not before it points towards a distant destination in Septimont.
Ooh. The true secret they left for you is not here, but in that direction. You see, before I came to meet you, I passed by the city of Septimont. The arena I destroyed has been restored, but in the people's hearts, it's still the Righteous One and Lupa who claimed victory. The Fraxidus' power to reshape reality is deeper than we realized. I'm afraid this is just the beginning. I once believed the Threnodians sought to use the Fraxidus to regain power, but its true goal is the central hub. I believe it's due to this secret the Sentinel has hidden.
Oh, so Kartithia kept it safe.
That direction. It leads to the hunting grounds. The blight cloud still lingers there. When the high tide comes, Septimontians hunt and cull the spawning tacit discords.
Oh, it's that region. Okay. I remember. There are many Kelpie like tacit discords there that are frozen in like time or something.
The dark tide connects everything. I cannot pinpoint where the Sentinel's message lies. I'm afraid you must go there yourself. But the worst of the storm has passed. Let's take a moment to rest.
That's so sweet.
Lupa, will you be our tour guide? Show us the sights and glories of Septimont? I'd love to hear more about what you mentioned earlier. The wind blowing through golden flags and the sound of wind chimes.
Of course, it would be my honor. But before we go, there's something I need to do first.
Did she bring Maya's weapon? Okay. I think she did. Yeah.
Mia's sword. I went through a lot to bring it back. The monster is gone now. Like so many Septimontian heroes whose bodies were never recovered, I wanted to return her weapon. This is where she gave her life. I can't say if she loved or hated Septimont more.
This like keeps a bit of peace.
She once spoke of the bloodleaf viburnum. It's a tribute often given to gladiators by their supporters.
It was a tribute that
So
kid gave
I
her
think
what?
She would have wanted to rest here.
This is the song.
It's beautiful.
I think this is the another form of the same song plays when we first come to Rinascita or Septimont something. I think or Septimont, yeah, Septimont, not Rinascita.
Our city. The city of glory. The people here love to drink, laugh, carve statues, and hunt. It burns like fire, drenched in both victory and defeat. It holds all our disappointments and all our hopes.
Who is Laurel and who is that? Oh, that's Laurel.
Winds of the wild.
What the hell? I guess I just have to follow this guy. Who did this though? Seriously. I think not many people use it, but you can run sideways on walls. Yeah.
Winds of the wild.
And then this again. Yep, this also is not marked in the interactive map. Yes, I'll mark it like this here.
Ray secured.
My text is back up. Is that girl still there? Wait, what? That guy also teleported. Hercules? Hercules, bro. What the fuck? What was that about actually? This is the sword. Yeah. Wait, what? Cartithia?
जेवणार काय असतं सांग जा मम्मीला तिकडं.
She runs fast. There was something. I had to sprint for a few seconds for her to sprint fast. This I read already. I think I should go and do the after story at least. This is the quest. I mean, this thing. What do you call it? The event. I'll not be doing it right now. I think it should have some temporary rewards as well, but I'll do it later.
It's all gone now. But I'll ask the tavern keeper if he can prepare something for you later.
They're calling it a tavern, wow.
The Loris salad was as delightful as ever. Well worth reacquainting myself with, so I can make a bowl myself. Fresh, crisp, sweet. Come, sit with me. Let's enjoy a moment of peace. Yes, and so, I've been thinking about what I vowed to you before.
What
To
was
savor
that?
the things I desire, visit the places I long for, and meet those I wish to see.
She's more free than.
To become a roving knight is my true ambition. A wish list is something to be experienced, one step at a time.
I'd say your
He's
first
more
wish
free
has
than
already been
Jinchi.
fulfilled.
The third too, though by unexpected means.
What were
As
them?
my adoptive parents and their child.
Wait, what?
Perhaps it was fate's cruel jest. I couldn't find any trace of them after they moved from Laguna. But here in Septimont, I discovered where they had resettled.
What is she talking about?
Only, they no longer recognize me. The truth that I was their daughter was a memory the Threnodian crafted for them, disappearing when it was sealed away in the tower.
That is so. What? To nurture her. Yeah, that's probably the reason. Yeah. They gave her those parents, so yeah, when their role was fulfilled. At least he didn't kill her. Like, what is the Trinodian planning really? I mean, kill them.
I don't know what they went through after that fateful day, but at least they are still alive. They even have their own child.
And that's like, it's not a child anymore. Wow.
They walk here every day, so I come and sit for a while to watch them from a distance.
Cardathea.
It's all right. In fact, I'm at peace with it now. If they had died because of the Order's heavy hand, I would have felt true pain. But this...
What is she holding in
This
her
is
hand?
the best outcome I could hope for. To live
What is
20
that?
years with the weight of a lost child. I don't want to imagine that kind of torment.
Oh, okay. I don't know if that thing exists on the playable model. Let's see.
Besides, through all these twists of fate, all three of my wishes have been fulfilled. Now, if I crave a Laura salad, I can prepare it myself and savor its taste. And I still have many years ahead to see the world and the places I long to visit. As for the people I hope to meet, this unexpected journey led me to find them in another city. The winds of Rinascita always seem to bring me what I seek. I am content.
Parents are gone. We got something. Watching her puts a smile on her too. After 20 years in a solitary confinement, she finally stepped out of her tower, back into the crowd, into the brisk sunlight in their face. This is the moment she's been longing for through her turbulent years. The blessed maiden to experience the mundanity of life as Karthati, the wandering night, and those three wishes she once felt they came true because this time game. Okay, where is the Lupa one now? She's in her room, I suppose. Oh, is she drunk?
You've come, warrior!
Oh yeah, she is. Wow.
Are you drinking?
Just wheat juice.
Or is she?
Sure. Wheat juice.
Oh, that voice
Well,
was
today you-
very good. Voice acting.
Oh, you smell nice. Like dried wheat.
Yeah, she's definitely drunk.
Well, that's just what I think. When I was little, I used to roll in the wheat fields.
Oh yeah. Of course, she was gonna fall. Yeah.
It's good to have my fellow warrior by my side.
A little bit of
Lupa,
massage, I
you've
guess.
had enough wheat juice. Sit. Take a break for a moment.
No, we're standing like that.
Even though it's over, there's still a heaviness. A drink helps. I've sent word to the F4's palace about Domina Julia. But finding the silvers that fled will take time. 4 years ago, Augusta won the title of champion. Since becoming F4, much of the corruption tied to the arena has been cleared. If Mia had lived, perhaps things would have been different. Sometimes I wonder, what would my life have been like if my parents hadn't handed me over to the Silvers when we first came to Septimont? Just like one of those stories with the different endings.
Have you ever thought about living a different life, Lupa?
Why was that question?
No need. I'm content with what I have. For everything gained, something is lost. But through it all, I met you. That's enough. Life is an arena. Victory and defeat are a part of that. No one wins forever. The more victories, the higher the expectation, and the heavier the weight of defeat. Do you fear that one day you might face defeat?
She does. Lupa does. I don't know about Rover. And don't give me this hard choice. What the hell? I don't know, make this choice. I hope no should have been an option here.
That suits you well.
But we already faced it once.
The burden of a lofty vows and night of birth. Even if one day you meet defeat, remember this. Those you've helped will never let you face it alone. I may not have your strength, but should you call, I will meet you on the battlefield, no matter the distance.
That reminds me, I had a screenshot of this image. Loop was, yeah, they already pasted this on their official, the official Twitter.
I swear it, by the eternal sun, my fellow warrior.
I think that's the end of it, and the end of the after story as well. Now we wait for like 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks. Apple, what? I think this was where we were sitting, yeah. This is where the, like, this thing is supposed to be open. not just a freaking 2D image. Yeah, it's there somewhere. Like, where is it again? But what is that? Wow. There should be something here when the lift is not there. Design flaw. We're not doing that. Okay. Battle pass completed at least.
I shall have no one tarnishing victory.
Arrow
Let me
over
be there for
C4 or
everyone.
just C2.
As we head toward our shared
Continues
future,
to the result on the
leaving the
field
past behind.
everything for 30 seconds. Okay, yeah. So this is where it becomes an actual error. It's around the field as it's growth and the investment just from the last stage with this restoration effect can be to consultants affected by any healing bonus. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's also good. That's also good. Let's see when we get to those ones. Also how to build that. And
I
as
shall
for
have
Lupa,
no one
yeah,
tarnishing victory's honor.
I don't have her build yet. This one is usable, but these other 4 pieces are so bad. Not even double crits. I think Kartithia should be done, at least to some degree. 75 to 75 should be the standard though. Yeah, I need another good piece here. Kelpie is fine, I think, because it has basic attack damage bonus. Then we have, yeah, others are decent mostly. Flat HP is fine. Need this thing. Yep. Zani is done mostly because it transferred the wait. Mostly because I transferred my Phoebe's pieces to Zani, because I won't be using both at a time at least. And then there is Capitanus. I don't have any Capitanus dupes. I would have upgraded. Whatever. I have extra tools. I haven't logged that one. Forget that. First I should focus on the talents, and the talents are here. Okay, so this quest took me 3 hours, not 3 hours exactly, because I was AFK for like half hour, 2.5 hours something. But there is also this event now which unlocked. Should do this first, I think, because I think this should complete relatively easily, relatively fast I mean, and then I can go for Dreaming Deep, because this will take a while. They have not watched it, so I have to read it. Yeah, I have to do that, because this thing has a time limit, I think. Yep. Defeat the carousels trapped in Titan expanse. What is that? Underground flight challenge. There's an underground flight challenge, I didn't know that. But then there is one, then why isn't it shown here? Shows everything is complete. And I think we recommended the Aditya to go to Blackshore, so I'm expecting something on that part. This is the challenge, I think. And this is one I haven't unlocked. Not this. Mount, yeah, that's the one I haven't unlocked. I'll deal with it later. That's all.